Welcome to the show, everyone. It's the Crypto Lark coming to you from New Zealand, bringing you this April 17th edition of what is happening in crypto. Bitcoin $8,014 today, down 3.3%, dragging most of the market with it as usual, although Cardano is staying up 11.38% in the last 24 hours, up to 24 cents, and the guys over at Populous as well, keeping up 21.79% in the last 24 hours, finishing off at just under $20. First big story of the day, Coinbase acquires Earncalm for an estimated $100 million. Coinbase, now that it is flush with cash, buying up all kinds of things and starting all kinds of offshoots to the Coinbase name. Earn.com in particular is an app that lets users get cryptocurrency for answering emails and completing tasks. A very interesting addition to the Coinbase ecosystem for sure. Over in the UK, Barclays is talking to clients about opening a crypto trading desk. Don't get too excited. They're just talking at the moment, but at least they're opening up and having the conversation. Could Switzerland stop being dubbed the cryptocurrency nation? Tim Draper seems to think so, seeing that increased regulation on things like ICOs may indeed send ICOs to more regulatory friendly jurisdictions such as the Cayman Islands or Gibraltar, although the Swiss Finance Ministry has come out and said, yes, we think there is huge potential in the market, but the market is not as disciplined as we want it to be. Unsurprising for the Swiss to say, it's not as orderly as we want it. It's not running like our watches. We'll have to watch and see how that situation does develop. Major Korean exchange launches in Indonesia with 6 cryptocurrencies. Coin One is the third biggest cryptocurrency exchange in South Korea. The expansion into a booming market like Indonesia, I can only see as being a good thing. Reddit nerds are competing to prove their country is the most Bitcoin friendly. Now, this isn't so much a story in of itself, but something I want to put back to you guys. How friendly is your country to Bitcoin? What's the regulations like? How accepted is it? How easy is it to get Bitcoin in your country? Hit me up in the comments section down below. I'd certainly be keen to know what the situation is like in your part of the woods. The guys over at Block Nation are being advised to delay their ICO until May 3rd. Now, this comes as Komodo was auditing their code in preparation of the decentralized ICO. They noticed some unusual network activity. They've fixed the bugs, but not all exchange wallets have caught up with that update, so they are going to be delaying that sale until the 3rd of May. Universa, very quietly working in the background, has launched their mainnet. Very cool. The guys over at WePower will have a platform preview ready at the end of the month. They've got a countdown timer going for it here. Of course, be very curious to see what that platform actually looks like in the end. Guys at Aphelion, also working very quietly in the background. They have come out with their desktop wallet demo. So this wallet will, of course, enable the decentralized exchanging of NEO-based assets. Binance has had a third quarterly token burn, burning off 2.2 million Binance tokens, about $30 million worth, bringing the total supply down to about 195 million Binance tokens. Big story today as well. Balina apparently has been hacked. Now, some people are coming out and saying it's just a tax evasion ploy or a publicity stunt. I'm not going to comment on those claims, but what I do want to comment on is it is so important to have the absolute best security practices possible. You don't want to have your security passwords stored on your Google account, for example. That is not the place to back up your private keys, guys. It is a disaster waiting to happen. I'm going to include in the description a great article about some of the best practices that you may want to consider for your cryptocurrency private keys. Very important to take your security very seriously, guys. Guys over at Wanchain announced the founding class of ICO projects. They also, of course, announced the Wan Lab. This will be their international blockchain accelerator and incubator. The first 6 projects being launched on Wanchain, all Spark, generating real value by creating and sharing, focusing of course on media. We have GameBank focusing on the gaming ecosystems. We have Abacus powering the future of finance, replacing the middleman in today's financial markets. We have the Curve wallet, next generation wallet, or so it promises to be. Freedium, a commodity-based stablecoin, quite interesting. And UTour, a distributed travel services ecosystem. And it's time for some giveaways. Big shout out to Brinks, mining admin and friend of the show. He is going to be giving away some awesome Bitmain coupons. The first one we have up is a $350 coupon. In order to be eligible, you simply have to have an account with Bitmain, and put down below in the comment section that yes, sign me up for the coupon giveaway. Also, there will be a link for the Ledger wallet giveaway, so if you want to be in to win a Ledger wallet next week, come over here to Twitter, hit that retweet button, and you'll be in to win. Long live the blockchain, and peace out till next time.